story sums. Okay. So before that, just recall what we have learned in our previous class. So in our previous class, what we have learned? Do you remember? Yes, we have learned fact families, 4-digit numbers, 3-digit numbers, isn't it? Yes, subtraction of 4-digit and 3-digit numbers, isn't it? Yes, now you know how to subtract 3-digit number and 4-digit number, isn't it? Yes. So today we are going to learn about story sum based on subtraction, okay?
Introduction. Word problem is a math problem written out as a short story or scenario. It describes a realistic problem and asks you to imagine how you would solve it using math. Steps for solving word problems. Step 1. Read the problem carefully. Step 2. Understand what the problem is asking by looking out for the key words in the problem. If it is asking you to add or subtract. Step 3. Write the statements. Step 4. Put the minus sign. Step 5. Check your answer. Word problem terms. Difference, minus, less than, fewer than, left, remaining. Children, always remember that you need to find these terms in a word problem to identify the problem. Now, let us see the first example. At a school function, invitation cards were printed for 2,959 people. Only 1,927 cards were sent to people. How many invitation cards were not used? We'll start the sum. Thousands, hundreds, tens, ones. Number of invitation cards printed were 2,959. Number of invitation cards sent to people minus 1,927. We always start solving the sum from the ones column. So 9 minus 7 is 2. 5 minus 2 is 3. 9 minus 9 is 0. 2 minus 1 is 1. So total number of invitation cards not used were 1,032. So your answer is there were altogether 1,032 invitation cards not used. Children, now let us see the second example. A baker baked 3,090 cakes on Christmas, out of which 1,245 cakes were sold. How many cakes were left for sale? Thousands, hundreds, tens, and ones. Number of cakes baked on Christmas were 3,090. Number of cakes sold on Christmas minus 1,245. We start solving the sum from the ones column. Now, 5 is greater than 0. So we borrow 1 from tens place, leaving behind 10 at ones place and 8 at tens place. So 10 minus 5 is 5 and 8 minus 4 is 4. Now 2 is greater than 0. So we borrow 1 from thousands place, leaving behind 10 at hundreds place and 2 at thousands place. So 10 minus 2 is 8 and 2 minus 1 is 1. So total number of cakes that were left were 1845. So your answer is there were 1845 cakes left for sale in all. Children, I hope you have understood the sums. Let's move on to the third example. Now children, I want you to solve this example by yourself. Let's read the problem. 6,592 students were invited for a painting competition. 2,840 students came for the competition. How many students did not participate? Okay, children. Now let's check your answer. Number of students invited for the competition were 6,592. Number of students who came for the competition minus 2,840. Now let's begin the sum from ones place. 2 minus 0 will give you 2. Children, please remember, when we subtract 0 from any number, the difference is the number itself. Moving ahead, 9 minus 4 is 5. Now, 8 is greater than 5. So we borrow 1 from thousands place, leaving behind 5 at thousands place and 15 at hundreds place. So 15 minus 8 is 7 and 5 minus 2 is 3. So the total number of students that did not participate in the competition were 3,752. So your answer is there were 3,752 students in all that did not participate in the competition.
Yes, see the first example. Lindsay and her grandmother visited a neighborhood. There were 567 houses there. Out of these, 128 houses were unoccupied. How many houses were occupied? Do you understand the question? I'll read once again. See, Lindsay and her grandmother visited a neighborhood. There were 567 houses. There were 567 houses there. Out of these, 128 houses were unoccupied. How many houses were occupied? Do you understand anything? Yes. First you should know what is given. Understand? Yes. Actually, Lindsay and her mother visited the neighbor house, right? Then there were 560. How many houses are there totally? Totally, how many houses? 567 houses. Out of these, 128 houses were unoccupied. So, remaining houses are occupied, right? Actually, 128 houses are unoccupied means balance houses are occupied, isn't it? We are going to calculate how many houses were occupied. How to calculate? Actually, what is given? Total number of houses given. Then how many houses are unoccupied also given. So, what we want to do? Which operation we have to use? We are going to use subtraction, isn't it? Yes. First, we are going to write the steps. First, which step you want to write? Yes. First, we are going to write total number of houses, right? Yes, total number of houses. Then next step, that how many houses are unoccupied? Unoccupied, how many houses? 128. Then what we have to do? We have to subtract that two values. Then we will get how many houses were occupied. Do you understand? Yes. First, we have to write the step. Total number of houses 567. Yes. Total number of houses how much? 567. Next, number of houses that are unoccupied. Now, unoccupied, how many houses? 128. Yes, 128. Now, what we want to know? We want to know how many houses are occupied, right? Yes. Number of, the answer, number of houses that are occupied equal to 567 minus 128. Total number of houses 567 and number of houses unoccupied how much? 128. If we subtract that two numbers, then we will know how many houses are occupied. Yes, subtract these two numbers. 567 minus 128. Yes. First we have to subtract in which place? Ones place, isn't it? Here ones place, tens place, hundreds place is there, isn't it? 3-digit number means we can get only 3 place values, isn't it? Ones, tens, hundred, that's all. Yes, first we are going to subtract in which place? Ones place, yes, ones place. Ones place, 7 minus 8. 7 minus 8 is possible to subtract? No, we cannot subtract, isn't it? Because top, the lower value is there. When we subtract, the bigger value is there means we can directly we can subtract. If it is lower value means what we have to do? We are going to borrow from tens place, isn't it? Yes. Now we are going to borrow. Yes. If we borrow from here, then balance how much it will be there? 5. But here 17, isn't it? Yes. Now 17 minus 8. Now this is the bigger number, isn't it? 17 is the bigger number. So 17 minus 8. 17 minus 8, how we can subtract? 17 in our mind, take 8 fingers. 17 before, how much? 17 before, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. Yes, 9. Next. Tens, now ones place is over, isn't it? Next tens place. Tens place 5 minus 2. 5 is bigger number, isn't it? Yes, so we can subtract directly. So 5 in our mind, take 2 fingers. 5 before, 4, 3. Yes. Next. Tens place is over. Now hundreds place. 100 place 5 minus 1. 5 minus 1. 5 minus 1 how much? 4, isn't it? Yes. Now the answer is, what is the answer? Answer is 439 houses are occupied, right? Isn't it? Yes, the answer is 439. Understand? Yes. Next example. One more example is there. See next example. Reena had rupees 200 in her purse. In her purse, how much rupees is there? 200, isn't it? Yes. She bought a notebook which cost rupees 55. How much money was left with her when she came back home? Once again, I will read the question. Reena had 200 in her purse. She bought a notebook which cost rupees 55. How much money was left with her bag? Sorry, with her when she came back home. Do you understand the question? Actually, in her hand, how much money is there? 200 rupees, isn't it? Yes, in her hand, 200 rupees is there. But she bought a notebook that cost is how much rupees? 55. Then how much money balance her hand? You have to calculate how much money with her hand. Okay. That means what we have to do? We have to subtract, isn't it? Actually, in her hand, 200 rupees is there. The notebook rate is 55. Then if you subtract 200 and minus 55, then we will get the answer how much money left with her. Right? Do you understand? Yes. First, we are going to write the step. Yes. The step first. Actually, total money Reena had. How much money Rina had? Rina had rupees 200. Right? Yes. The money she spent. How much money she spent? She spent rupees 55, isn't it? Yes. How much money she spent? She spent 55. Then money left with her. How much money left with her? 200 minus 55. Now you subtract 200 minus 55. Subtract these values. 200 minus 55 first. In ones place 0 minus 5. 0 minus 5 how much? Is possible to subtract? No, isn't it? What we have to do? We are going to borrow from tens place. But tens place also no number, isn't it? Then what we have to do? We have to borrow from hundreds place, isn't it? Yes. If you borrow here, then here 1 will be there, isn't it? Then here 10. Then from 10, here we are going to take 1 here. That means, sorry, here 10, but here 9. Then 10 minus 5. 10 minus 5 how much? 10 in our mind. Take 5 fingers. 10 before 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Yes. Then 9 minus 5. 9 minus 5 how much? 9 in our mind. Take 5 fingers. 9 before 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Yes. 4. Then 1. Here no number. 1. 0 minus 0. 0. Sorry. 1. So answer how much rupees? How much money left with her? Rupees. Answer equal to rupees 145. Do you understand? Yes. So like that you have to calculate the story sum. Understand? Yes. Children, now what we are going to do? Here page number 54, exercise story sums, exercise 3.4. Okay, 3.4. Please try to complete this exercise. Okay, that is your homework. And page number 55 also, let's practice questions are there. Subtraction. Please try to complete this one also. Next class, I plan to conduct the small test because chapter 3 also over. Right? Okay. So I hope you will learn properly. Thank you.